And now, somewhat breaking news. Riots and looting broke out in London 3 months ago. Buckingham Palace, who are certainly not behind the times, have just released a statement. Regular broadcasting will be interrupted for an address from Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II.
Dear peasants, it gives me great displeasure to sit on a plate of tacos. When I do, I end up with an anus horribilius. That's just my little jest. It tells me to always start with a joke. My first child was Charles. I address you today in relation to the rioting and looting that has affected our communities. My advisors tell me that there are young people in Britain today, which came as a bit of a shock to me. Still, you learn something new every day. Yesterday I learned what teabagging was. Although I still prefer to use leaves. But then I learned that these youths have been violently ransacking shops and setting fire to automobiles. My message to these people is this. If you are dissatisfied with the brutality of the police force, and I personally think the police are very good at brutality indeed, then may I suggest you write a strongly worded letter to your MP. Or, alternatively, you can tweet your grievances to me on #TheQueenIsModern. I endeavour to read all your comments, and to the user BeastPumper69, the left one is slightly heavier. I was talking to Margaret the other day, trying to get a young person's perspective on this. She's down with the kids, first chisel, once chisel. She said she thought these protests were very funny. Indeed, 'twas she that said they were a riot. And I must admit that I was tickled pink when I heard news of looting. I always adored the loot. You may ask what the reaction of Buckingham Palace to these riots will be. Initially, I suggested we hire a magic piper to play a magic flute and lead all these young people into the Thames. However, what with the global financial crisis, I was unable to attain one on top of my 300 handmaidens, 78 ear maidens, and 14 corgi whores. But there remains the greater problem that you, the common filth, still view the monarchy as fusty old twat buckets. So instead, we've decided to take measures to change this image. Charles is working on a dubstep version of Land of Hope and Glory. Margaret is going to take some ice. And put it in her drink. So you may think that the monarchy are behind the times, are perhaps uncool. No. Rather, it is these riots which are uncool. So my final message to the rioters is this. For heaven's sake, stop rioting, looting, and setting